Big group question to start here. So I feel like this movie is the kind of movie that does not work unless you cast the perfect trio in these roles. And I do think that they found that in the three of you. Do you each remember the very first moment, either in prep or on set, where you kind of stopped and looked around and said to yourself, like, my God, we really are the perfect team for these roles?
Not that moment specifically, but I think it just kind of, even being here now and doing press for it, it really feels like, yeah, I mean, even going back to our chemistry reads too, I always felt like I
found it in the chemistry read.
Yeah, I should do it with Sophie, and if they chose me. But I always like, it just felt very right that we were our characters and that we got to do it together. It was awesome, and then I didn't even believe Hugh was going to do the movie, and then he did and showed up to Canada, and we did it, and it feels very right.
How about for you, Hugh?
Well, it seemed good at the time. I've learned over the years that things work better if you don't pre-rehearse them and you take it off the other actors. You react rather than act, but you need very good actors to do that. And that was clearly the case here. I was able to continually watch them and, or instinctively change things depending on what they were doing. That really helps. But the first time I realized that the very important chemistry you were talking about did work was when I saw the film screened for the first time.
Yeah, I guess
It's a very special screening at TIFF.
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
I've done romantic comedies where I thought, chemistry, fantastic.
Wait, that's
and then
so
it's
funny.
come out dead as a donut.
No.
And vice versa. Where
Yeah,
we
things
loathed each
translate
other.
so differently on screen. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, editing.
So weird.
You never know.
It was quite the screening at TIFF, and then I saw it again with the Fantastic Fest crowd, and it was so cool seeing two different types of audiences react to it, like in a somewhat similar way, basically the right way. Jumping off of something Hugh just said for the two of you, and I had read about this a little bit, that he would improv every once in a while and kind of keep you two on your toes in that sense. Can you each recall a time when he threw a curveball your way and, I don't know, it gave maybe a new life to a scene that you didn't even know it needed at the start?
I mean, I don't know if this was, I think the one time I broke was when Hugh meowed, when he picks up his favorite, or he says his favorite Monopoly piece. It just, even when I watch the movie, it just takes me out.
Yeah, him asking about Moroni, he was like, Moroni, and obviously, like us being Mormon girls, would be like he just mispronounced it. Like, you got to say something. So he was testing us to make sure we were present, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Hugh, now I got to ask you about working with the two of them. Obviously, like, you're an icon. You're super experienced. I love hearing about how new voices rising up in this industry can offer like new techniques and tools and things that maybe you didn't even know you needed. So what's something about the way that the two of them work that, I don't know, maybe gave you a brand new experience as an actor, even though you've worked in this industry for so many years?
Well, they were so cool. I mean, they were so good at doing it. I'm ultra neurotic, and these two turn up every day, absolutely perfectly prepared, perfectly on time. I've had some nightmares in the past, and be completely free and easy in front of a camera and do stuff I couldn't dream of doing. I had long reaction shots lasting 10 pages, which is about 10 minutes. I couldn't do that to save my life.
10-minute long reaction shots.
Well, they were crazy takes.
And a lot of like.
Normally, what's a long take in a film normally? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? And these were 10, sometimes 12-minute takes.
Most impressive. So I love the fact that this is a horror movie that gets its scares via the tension that the dialogue can spark. And that's not something we get too often. And I want to see all of you make more horror movies. I know I'm getting more from you. Can you each tell me a new tool in your acting toolkit, so to speak, that you know you gained from this movie that you could maybe apply to another horror movie in the future?
I'm really good at that lip quiver.
Oh. Yeah.
I've got a lot of experience.
Work on that. Yeah, I need to use that one. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I think I had a lot of doubt going into it that I couldn't keep up the crying and the emotional terror that carries on the whole movie. And I think after it was a big, sigh of relief that it's over, and I don't have to wake up crying again, and I could, that maybe I could do that. I'd never done that before. It always scared me to do this kind of movie because seems hard to do, but
you did it.
I did it.